Hello, dear viewers. Sorry for any technical misunderstandings and confusion. We are eventually online, and welcome to our ALLATRA Africa broadcast. And my name is Olga. My co-host today is Kanu, and our friend today is Ikyuna Charles from Nigeria. And we are continuing our broadcast, 6 Degrees of Connection. And this broadcast is a part of the project, the Creative Society on ALLATRA TV, on ALLATRA International Public Movement. And this is project implemented in more than 180 countries across the world. And within this project, volunteers of ALLATRA International Public Movement are asking people from around the world about how do they envision the creative society, how do they envision the world where everyone can live happily and where everyone would be able to fulfill the personal creative abilities and have the right to self-development and personal fulfillment. And so my today's co-host is Kanu, please.
Hello, Olga. Hello, everyone. Hello, our guests. You are welcome. Today, we are going to discuss creative self-development. And like my host already mentioned, Ikyuna Charles is our guest, and he will share his views about self-development. He's going to tell us how he envisions creative society, like Olga said, a society where every person on the earth is willing and will be happy to live comfortably, secure, and peacefully too. At the end of our program today, we are going to ask our guests to nominate someone that he thinks would be willing to share their views about creative society with us. And then we will try to invite such nominees to our 6-degree connection conversation. And by the way, let me tell you, the 6 degrees handshake or 6-degree connection is based on the theory that, you know, all of us, all human beings on earth are connected through 6 or more degrees of social connections on the social network. So today that we are interviewing or chatting with Charles, it is a proof that this 6 degrees connection really works.
Great. Yes, that's true. And also before we start, I would like to remind our viewers that you can all become the part of the creative society right now. You can share this broadcast in social media. You can comment, leave your comments below this video, share it with your friends, and also if you write us any questions in the live chat, we'll try to answer them in the end of our broadcast.
Yes, and we are getting ready to get started. So let me say, Charles, you are welcome.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Very grateful.
Yes, thank you for joining us. So we are going to start by asking you to share your vision, your vision of the creative society. How do you envision it? How do you see the creative society?
I'm very grateful foremost. Because this creative society was what I was from my childhood dreaming of in the world, where we see everybody being happy, everyone being treated equal, exercising no power upon no one, being lovely and happy with everyone. So I was like saying, let God help me so that I will have that strength and ability to unite all people in the world when I was a child. So hence I started growing up. I started looking for the truth and the truth knowledge that will help me. So I browsed on Amazon, ask elderly people questions, read the Bible, attend churches, but it was not satisfying me because I was looking where people will live happy, where they will treat everyone equal. I was like, sometimes when I'm praying, I'm practicing our traditional prayers, I was like crying because I was seeing what people were doing to other people, how people were living very bad, how other people were embezzling money, and others were suffering. I feel bad while I'm praying. So I was asking God to help me so that I can save humanity. So I searched on this truth until I found ALLATRA on Facebook. So to cut the story short, I got friends, participated in ALLATRA, Alina, Mitas, Tataina, and others. And great being enough, I was introduced to Kano Erike. So I'm very, very happy being here. And what I was in search of now has been rooted to found a creative society where everyone will be happy, where everyone will be treated equal, where no one will exercise power over another one, because we are all humans. So it will be very grateful when everyone is living happy and everyone is being on his spiritual development, because that is my first thing in my life, my spiritual development. Since childhood, I do practice, and greatly enough, I found this truth which will guide more to. So if I see in few times to come, people will be united, I'll be grateful that my dreams has come true, where everyone is happy and everybody is living very, very happy.
So interesting.
So
I'm not interrupting you. Thank you, Charles. And I liked what you said. That first of your questions were about God created us all equal, and so why are we not truly equal in this world? But with the project of Creative Society, we learn that it's not God who should make it. It's us people who should change this world, and it is really what we should do and have to do to change this all. And so I'm going to ask you another question. So the Creative Society is all about equality, and in such a society, education is some of the most important things. And tell us, please, how do you think, how important it is to have free and accessible education for all?
it will be very, very, very grateful because whatsoever you are doing with education, without being educated about it, is rather nothing. It has no meaning. Because with this education, that will be able to interact with others. And if it will be great where education facilities, let's say schools or where people will study is being, and let's say, very easy and effective, it will be very great. Many are not being educated because lack of facilities or let's say the insufficient funds, though the government embezzle and so many other problems that make others not be educated, and which is even causing more problems, which is bringing more problems to us, not to be human but rather beast. So it will be very great when everyone is educated, knowing the right thing, forget about the let's say the cultural ideology which make us to be dumb to the truth. So it will be very great when everyone is being educated, when everyone acquire education, when everyone know who he is and what he is for and what is to do and what is good for him. So it will be very great if such like that is going on with humanity in this present civilization.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing, dear Charles. That's very interesting. And Charles, when you were talking, something you said, struck me. You said all your life you had been, interested in finding an opportunity to serve humanity, and so you looked around you and felt that things weren't, going the way you thought it should be in a society, the format of society we are operating. Now, much as I agree with you, but my question to you is this. It's all about self-development. It's all about taking responsibility for actions. It's not something it's all about taking responsibility to make society what we dream or what we hope it to be. So my question to you, Charles, is do you agree that everyone should have a full and rounded self-development? What I mean is this. What do you think people should be doing in order to develop themselves and to find fulfillment in their lives?
So Charles, please, can you answer us how important is self-development, like for everyone and for building the creative society? How important it is? And for some moment our guest is off. You know, it is a matter of inequality and not having the internet connection good enough for all in the entire world. And so we hope to have our guest back anytime soon.
Yeah, and Olga, talking about self-development, like Charles was trying to put across, it's something that most people will be interested in doing, I mean, participating in bringing about changes. But the way the format society is, even our education system, is such that from the very beginning, it's sort of make us selfish. Everybody is looking forward to, getting a good job. I'm talking here with I live. Everybody is interested in getting education, not as a means of developing or bringing about those qualities that should improve life, but more or less like getting a good job for himself. A good job that will ensure he has good food to cook his house. The unfortunate thing is that people do this thing without actually thinking that, look, those good things of life that I desire for myself, others also should have part of it. Charles was mentioning investment as one of the problems he saw that made him sad and frustrates efforts at creative society development in most of the societies of the world. People think that life is all about, once you are comfortable, everybody can go to hell. I don't think it is so. The education system, is high time that we should also work on improving the education system so that it will teach people those, core values of humanity, core values such as human kindness, feeling for one another, giving mutual assistance to one another, sharing, and then being there for everyone, not just, for ourselves and our families alone. So I think, yes, self-development, we also have to, from the education system, let people understand that, yes, the good things of life is for all. And then once we take responsibility to make sure that everybody is happy, is comfortable, then we are working towards, ensuring that those creative qualities of the creative society come to play. This is my opinion. I don't know about you. Olga, what do you think?
Thank you so much. I also like the words that Charles told us, that he's been always interested in self-development, and like what you were talking about now, it's so true that I remember like myself, like when I was choosing after school, even getting into university, what I was interested in, it was like having a good education and like the one that will help me to grow professionally, not personally. Yeah, I'm happy I studied English and like now I have the opportunity to communicate with the whole world. But my priorities back then were not like this. I was just talking about a job that would give me like some money, and that's all. And that's like the burden of our entire educational system, and the whole like values that are not directed at like human self-development, but at development people like professionals, development not people but professions. Like you're not a person, you're a translator, you're a teacher, and not telling people should they live. Like the subjects that we study at school are mathematics, literature, language, so on, and when we have a chance to study kindness and something like that and moral values, it's very rarely taught at school. Sometimes there are like good teachers that try to make this point during the lessons, but and this is really the point that should be changed, and the point that has to be the essence of the creative society that we're talking about. And Charles, if you're back with us, dear Charles, maybe you can tell us something about the importance of self-development in creative society.
And my battery just went off like that. I just earned it, and it's too low now, just 2%. So I'm very, very sorry. And there's no light that I can even charge the battery.
Okay, but if you hear us, can you tell us about, can you answer our question, please?
Okay, if I can, because my battery is low now. I don't know whether I'll be able to end the conversation, but I'm sorry for that.
We'll be glad to any input you can have now.
Okay.
So go ahead, Charles. Tell us what you go ahead and tell us what you think. Self-development in creative society. How do you think it should be? What do you think people should aspire for in seeking to develop themselves and to develop society?
First and foremost, there should be, let's say, everyone should be aware of the truth first. Because when everyone knows who he is and what he is for, then it will be very easy and effective to form a creative society and the self-development, because everybody will be aware and everybody will know the truth, and the knowledge which is supposed to be known will be available for everyone. So if, let's say, these books and books like this are distributed to places where everyone can read this book and understand and know what he or she is supposed to do as a human, what he values best. So I think if people don't know this truth, they won't be able to, let's say, form this self-development.
Yes, thank you. I totally agree with you that to develop yourself, you first have to know what to develop in yourself. Not only like your professional skills, but some personal qualities like moral, ethical values, the values we need to create the new type of society, the creative society. And also, if you can answer our another question, how can the world be changed? What conditions should be created so that every person has the opportunity to develop oneself? What conditions should be created?
Hello, Charles. We are saying, you just mentioned just now that you think if people have opportunity to, get informed about taking responsibility in creating this creative society, that you think things will go better. So what we are asking just as a follow-up is, what conditions do you think should be, what are these conditions you're talking about that should be created for people to, catch in on and then better their lives or develop themselves better so that we can have that creative society?
I'm sorry, dear friends. I guess our guest is off again. And maybe now we should talk about just a bit about the 8 foundations of the creative society, because it is the background of our vision. Because to make some change, you need a plan, you need a common vision. And to build a creative society, you also all need the common vision of how it should be. And this is the 8 foundations of the creative society. And now I will ask our technical support to put the 8 foundations of the creative society on screen, please. And we can read you these 8 foundations. And they are human life, human freedom, human safety, transparency and openness of information for all, the creative ideology, development of personality, justice and equality, and self-governing society. And the core message of the creative society is that every human is valuable and human life is the most important, and humanity is one big family.
Talking about humanity being one big family, that also brings us to what we're saying about personality development. We are looking at a society where everybody has equal access to education, medical care, access to finding fulfillment in life. Those core values, the creative society. So yes, Olga. So yes, Olga. Foundations just like you have. Foundations just like you have. It would be good if it could pick one or two, pick one or two, talk a little bit more, if you don't mind. If you don't mind. So can I play the host? Which foundation would you want to talk on then? Since Charles is not here.
Okay, maybe then I should choose, and I would like to talk shortly about human life. And this is the first foundation on our list. And maybe we'll ask our technical support to put it on screen, the first foundation. And I'll read it out loud for our audience. Human life is the highest value. Life of any human has to be protected as one's own. The goal of society is to ensure and guarantee the value of each human's life. There is not and never can there be anything else more valuable than a human's life. If one human is valuable, then all people are valuable. And I think that all of the rest of the foundations are just founded on this one. If the human life is valuable, then all of the other conditions like equality and transparency and safety, all will be fulfilled. It is just recognition that every personality in any corner of our planet is valuable and an important piece of our society. And in the creative society is just a crucially important thing, like every life. Kanon.
Olga, I would want to, also pick number 6. That is the foundation number 6. That's personality development. Olga, if you don't mind, could you read that out for us so that I can comment on it? Your micro. Olga, your microphone is switched off.
Hello?
Okay. Olga, your microphone is muted. Can you unmute yourself, Olga? Good.
Dear Charles, and now can we switch to another part of our broadcast? And we would like to talk about the foundation, about the 8 foundations of the creative society. And we would like to talk about the development of personality, about the development of personality foundation, the 6th one. And I will read it out loud, and Charles, and then I will ask you to comment on it, okay? So, it is, every person in the creative society has the right to comprehensive development and personal fulfillment. Education should be free and equally accessible to all, creating conditions and expanding opportunities for a human to implement his or her creative abilities and talents. And please kindly, can you comment on this foundation?
Hello? Shall I? I'm not getting you.
Sorry, Charles, we were talking about the foundations of the creative society, and I was talking about the 6th foundation.
Okay.
About the development of personality, if you heard me.
Yes, I'm hearing you.
So can you comment on the importance of these foundations for building the creative society?
Yes. And you know, as I was saying, as a personality, when you know who you are and you are working to yourself, and let's say in a spiritual development, you will understand best to form a creative society where there will be free education and equality and self-development. Because if you can work on yourself, if you don't know your essence, you can't form this creative society. As a personality, you understand how a human should treat another one, not living as beast, but as human. Because you are now, let's say, preparing yourself to becoming a spiritual being. So you will see that you don't have to treat one bad, but treat one good. So as a personality, you understand all those things. So if, let's say, this education is given to everyone, I believe that everyone will know who he is and will be developing his personality, not letting consciousness have a control over him anymore.
Okay, thank you, Charles. It was such an important point that self-development means the development of one's personality, and especially in the spiritual way. And we hope this will be the main value in the creative society. And thank you so much for this interview. Despite all of the technical hurdles, it was really interesting. And please now, Charles, as a rule of we are testing the rule of 6 handshakes. Please, can you nominate one person that you would like to invite to our broadcasts and to be our next interviewee? Can you nominate, please, someone?
Yes, I can. Hello.
Yes, you can name the person now, and we'll check how quickly we can reach out to this person and to continue our 6 handshakes project.
Okay, his name is Jalomo Osakwangi. Can you hear me?
Yes, thank
Yeah, that is
You will be the
great,
next
Charles.
interview. Yeah.
Yes, Charles, yeah, Charles, that's great. We heard you. But what you do for us is maybe after this program, we will ask you to test the name to us, and when we see how quickly we can reach the nominee, to invite him to our live conversation. Thank you very much, Charles, for that kind thought to nominate somebody that will share.
Problem, but let's stop. But thank you.
All right, sorry, we didn't get that, but I think Charles has given us a name. We will try as much as we could and as quickly as we can to reach out to this person and invite him to our next broadcast. And dear viewers, you too can participate in our live conversation. All you need to do is to send us an email to info@allatraunites.com. And there are a lot of creative projects that you could also be part of. These creative projects are on the platform ALLATRA International Public Movement. And you could visit the website at www.allatraunites.com, where you will see a red button, join. All you need to start participating is just fill short and easy to fill form, and then voila, you are good to go. You can participate in those in ALLATRA creative projects, and then you can also explore other options of learn more about the 8 foundations of the Creative Society. They are all there on the website. That is the one I just read out now, www.allatraunites.com. And it's not only this, we also run radio conversations. You can also be part of this. And you may also decide to write your ideas about Creative Society and then email the ideas to us on ALLATRA, at info@allatraunites.com. Thank you for participating actively in this broadcast. Olga?
Oh, thank you very much. I'm very grateful.
Yes, and thank you all so much. All of this information you can find below this video in description. And please also share our broadcast in your social media with the 2 hashtags, ALLATRAunites and Creative Society. Please also leave your comments below this video and below our other broadcasts. And share these ideas with your friends and other people, because the quicker people learn about the opportunity to build the creative society, the quicker we can start to build it. And we can build it only together, because if not us, then who? Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you, Kano. Thank you, Charles. And see you in next broadcasts.
Thank you very much, and have a pleasant evening.